Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing great and awesome. Just to remind you that in the first episode of Devops Bootcamp, we discussed what is DevOps, what is software development lifecycle, and how DevOps fits in the SDLC cycle. If you haven't watched that video yet, please check that out. Link will be shared in the description. Now, without any further delay, let's quickly get started with today's agenda. For today's video, these are the topics what we are going to discuss. That is why we are following the agile method nowadays, what are the sprints and all the concepts related to sprint in much detail. As in the previous video, we have discussed about various stages of software development, out of which one stage was planning and designing the software. Continuing with the same concept, we will get in detail of the planning stage, which we need to know as a DevOps engineer to understand the overall flow. Again, we need not to go in deep of the concept because those aspects are being covered by a different role in IT field, and that role is Scrum Master. Now let's start with our first topic, that why we are following agile method these days. To understand this concept in much detail, let's get back to our episode 1 example, where software development team need to create an online book selling application. Okay? But following the traditional approach, most of the software development are being done using the waterfall model, where the entire software application is treated as a single product and the development of one phase starts only if the completion of previous phase is done completely. So this delay in the overall development life cycle. Adding a new feature or updating existing features needed downtime. So what do you mean by downtime? It is a specific time dedicated to deploy or update the changes in the real-time software application product to avoid disturbance in the workflow of organization. Okay, previously organization used to follow the waterfall model approach where output of one phase is the input to the next phase. Like overall in the waterfall model, we have these many phases, and once the previous phase like system design phase is completed, then it will move ahead to the implementation phase. If any error occur in the implementation phase, again it will be reverted back to the system design phase and the entire life cycle of the software development will be disturbed. Same thing I have mentioned here, that this overall model will be treated as a entire application product. Also, the error for current phase, if identified in the next phase, then we need to go back again to the previous phase and start the fix again from the scratch. Few of the drawbacks following waterfall model is, here you need to analyze the entire prerequisite for software product earlier. Create the entire document also in the starting phase. Only in this case, chances of error are also high because the product is only released when the entire software product is built from the scratch, including all the features. Now, to overcome the issues faced in the waterfall model, companies are now following agile method, wherein the entire software product is break into smaller pieces called as microservices that is faster to execute and deploy changes also. Here you need not to worry about the previous task while working on the other phase. In short, it will reduce the downtime for the overall product development. Okay. Means in short, in case of agile method, team will work on a small features or a small enhancement. Once that small feature is being developed, that product is being launched, and then we moved on to the next stage, and again we will develop the new feature of that particular product. That's what I am showing in this diagram. This feature is built and then launched into the market. Then again the next feature is built, that will be launched in the market, and then the next one, and it goes on, unlike the waterfall model where we need to develop the entire software product at once. So in this case, downtime is also reduced. Unlike waterfall model, it reduces the risk of spending months or years on a process that ultimately fails because of some small mistake in the early phase of it. It directly interact with the customers to understand the goals and provide solutions in a fast and incremental way. It also improves the efficiency and reduce the defect. Okay. So in this case, you will directly interact with the customer. Once your small feature is being launched in the market, customer will only give you the feedback, like if they are finding any bug on the software product or any kind of enhancement they are looking into. And then in the next phase, you will start working on those enhancements or bugs. So it is a kind of better approach than the waterfall model, as we are seeing these many advantages also in this kind of approach. Now, to adapt agile, team will generally pick the method of a Scrum. Scrum is a continuation of agile process where product is broken into the small pieces. Means minimal feature of the entire product is built and launched in the market. One feature will take around 1 month to complete that product and launch in the market. So that one feature is called as the sprint one, then the another feature is called as the sprint two, and that's how the Scrum method works. Okay. So till now we are trying to develop an online book application. So in that case, for the product development of that online book application, we might have features like the first feature can be adding an online payment feature. That might be our sprint one. Then the next feature would be enable new location for the product delivery. That comes under the sprint two. And that's how the entire product development is broken into the small microservices to ease the deployment of the software product into the market. It generally includes three roles to work. Like the first one is the product owner. Owner generally define the overall product and its features. The next is the scrum master. They keep the team going and responsible for taking the update on the progress, like kind of daily update for the overall project. The next is the team. They might be either developer or tester who works on the development of the project. Okay. So product with the minimal feature is out in the market at each of the sprint and the customer will test it. And these days, we are mainly following the Scrum method, which comes under the Agile method. In my upcoming video, we will understand deep into Scrum using the Jira software. We will be doing hands-on on that part. Okay. See you in the next video. Till then, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my YouTube channel Devops-Techstack. And you can connect with me on Insta too. Thank you.